Greetings, YouTube. This is apparently a horse persuader. This is designed for moving a horse along when the horse doesn't want to move along. It's a wooden shaft with a metal collar here. This chain comes down and is pinned here all the way through with this rivet. And it could legitimately be considered a non-lethal item, even for against a human, and against an animal with a hide as thick as a horse. Unless you really tried to hurt it, you're just gonna kind of shoo it along. Similar to the idea of like some of the little flappers you can use to smack a cow on the butt to get it moving where you want it to go. And I picked this up at a 4-H yard sale, fundraiser, and where I bought a number of other things. And this is actually hasn't made it into a bargain video yet. It will. And I picked it up, and the person goes, well, it's for all that stuff in that box is horse gear. He said, you know, it's for moving a horse along. I said, well, it's for you, it's for moving a horse along. For me, I'm going to weaponize it. And the kid, who was about 9, looked at me with a very confused look on his face, which just made me weep for the youth of America, because this person didn't think of the possibilities that this item lends itself to. So I want you to imagine for a moment that a person is in either a barn or stable, somewhere where this item could legitimately be found. It isn't all that useful as a weapon as self-defense or offense. And the person would like to make this item more dangerous than it currently is. So, what could they use which could legitimately, with a good probability, be found in either a barn or a stable? So I pondered this for a bit, and I came up with an answer. This. A simple, ordinary, generic, off-the-shelf padlock. I picked this one up at Walmart for $4. It's all nice and shiny, brand new. I just picked it up today. And I thought this is something that is darn near ubiquitous, particularly in a place that that's a barn or a stable. You're going to find things that have to be locked in place, chained in place, what have you, and this is what you're going to use. And if someone's frugal-minded and they're not too worried about, you know, really determined thieves, this item will work. So, take the lock like this, rotate the lock like that, line up the lock, and there you go. This is the simplest weapons build I have ever done. That is one impromptu impact weapon. And this thing has just gone from being non-lethal to most definitely being lethal. This is, in essence, a horseman's flail, because it's one-handed, and it will definitely impart enough energy to harm someone grievously. So I thought I'd throw this up today and see what people thought. And if I can, in the near future, I may do a smashing video with this. I was actually contemplating that today, but then I went and forgot to buy a coconut. So if I remember to buy a coconut, I will throw up a clip with this of a coconut. Alright, so we're outside now, and I've got my coconut sitting on my stump. And I have it still in the mesh that it came in because I don't want to shower both my camera woman and my neighbor's yard with shrapnel like I have done in the past.
I got hit.
It also may clean up a little better, and maybe I can actually salvage more of the coconut for consumption. So this is just your standard off-the-shelf coconut. Nothing special. It's a little smaller than I'd like, but that's life. And here is the impromptu impact weapon in question. So let's see if I can get this on the first try, because I've only got one coconut. I can in fact get it on the first try. So here we go. That's an excellent example of an analog for a human skull, and I've did a pretty good job there. Now, since I'm out here, I decided we'd give it a try with this. And that is one very, very cold frozen nectarine. It didn't taste that great according to my wife, so it's now going to go into that composter when we're done. So I'm going to see if I can hit it. It's a much smaller target, and again, I've never done this before, so let's give it a shot. No, missed that time. Here we go. How much damage did I do? I hit it pretty good. I'll give it one more try. See if I can actually do more than that. No, it is essentially a ball of ice. Ooh, solid one on that one. Yep. So that's what it looks like after after being hit, and the lock itself is fine. The little plastic bumper that was along the bottom is now gone. I have no idea where that is, but I didn't actually expect that to survive the process. So there you go, folks. One impromptu impact weapon that you could literally make in seconds, and I did it left-handed, and I'm right-handed. And if anybody knows what this thing is called, tell me.